Looking down, our legs are going to be straight, really nice and tall. You can dorsiflex, pointer flex the feet, whatever feels good. And just give me a nice forward fold. So I'm just going to forward fold down, just really stretching, trying to bring my nose to my knees or as far forward as they go. And then stacking my spine up all the way. We don't really need to focus on our arms right now, as long as the shoulders are down and back. And again, exhale and just roll forward, coming down as far as we can. Pause here for a moment. And then exhale, stack that spine up one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to go ahead and start by keeping my left leg straight, but bending the right leg to where the bottom of my right foot is going to be flat, again, somewhere along the inside of my left leg. So this kind of half crisscross applesauce situation going. From here, again, just diving forward, as far forward as you can, trying to get nose to knees, maybe get those hands and forearms on the ground as I come forward. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. If you'd like to try to deepen this, you can, depending on where you can reach, hands can go on the bottom of the foot, the ankle, the calf, or the knee, and just gently, gently try to bring yourself even far forward on that exhale. So just relax and go deeper into that stretch. I'm just going to hang out here for just a second. Take a nice deep inhale and then exhale. Just slowly start to walk back up. We're nice and vertical. From there, I'm going to take my left leg and open it wide. Again, as wide as you feel comfortable with today. So whatever feels good for you in your body. Right leg is going to stay where it's at. Both hips forward. But now my upper body is going to rotate. So now I'm looking at my left foot. And again, I'll dive forward. And this might be where a little trial and error comes into play, of maybe moving that left leg to a more comfortable position, because I want to stretch out inside and bottom of the left thigh, as well as a little bit of right quadricep as I'm diving forward, trying to again bring my nose to my knee. If you'd like, both arms can go forward to reach onto that left leg and gently bring yourself forward. You might feel your lats on the right side start to stretch out a little bit. Beautiful. And while we're here and we're kind of rotated and looking forward at the floor, I'm just going to take this right hand and just open it up to the sky, letting my gaze follow up. And then as I exhale, come back to the center, again, trying to touch that knee to my nose, and then open back up, reaching, looking up to the sky, and back down. Don't worry, we're just going to do this one more time. Rotate, reach up to the sky, and then back down. Very gently stack that spine up, one vertebrae at a time, and flip-flop those legs. So now my right leg is straight, and the bottom of my left foot is again somewhere along the inside of this right leg. Sitting up tall, looking straight ahead at you, I'm just going to dive forward, trying to touch nose to knee, or again, as far forward as I go. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Again, if you'd like to deepen this stretch, hands can go on the bottom of the foot, around the ankle, the calf, the knee, as I just gently, gently go forward. Again, just gently pulling, no sudden harsh movements here as I come forward. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, stack that spine up, one vertebrae at a time. And just like before, I'm going to open the right leg out to the side. Ideally, the same width as the left or ballpark. Again, hips forward, rotate to look at that right foot, and diving forward, trying to bring nose to knee or as far as we can go. And again, just feeling now, inner thigh, hamstring, quads, and left lat. Starting to get that lovely stretch as we dive forward this direction. Again, if you'd like, hands can go around the foot, the ankle, the calf, the knee, and gently bringing yourself forward. Relaxing here just for a second, and getting everything stretched out before we take that left arm and open it up to the sky. My gaze following that left hand up, and then coming back to center, nose to knee, gaze to the floor. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, rotate and reach, 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 reach. And then back to the floor. And then one more time, reach and stretch. And back to the floor. Beautiful. From here, stack that spine up. Now, if we can, try to send both legs wide. It can be as wide or as narrow as you would like. So choose your own adventure for this. From here, just dive forward for me. Dive and reach. I'm stretching those hands as far forward as I can go. If you can, if you're super bendy, touch that nose to the floor. If you're like me, and that's never going to happen, you maybe get your forearms here. Stretch. From here, I'm going to walk my hands to the left, still in that forward fold, and try to lay my upper body down onto this left leg, while the right leg is still nice and firmly connected to the floor, all the way from my right hip bone or right booty cheek, all the way to my right heel. That way I have that nice counter stretch, and I'm sinking that right hip bone into the floor. From here, I'm going to walk, 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 walk those hands now to the right. So again, keeping my left hip bone, left booty, that thigh, or pardon me, that hamstring, the back of my calf, and my heel all along the floor to get that nice counter stretch in this direction. And again, trying to bring thigh to chest, chest to thigh, maybe your head to your knee, whatever feels good, so long as we have that nice counter stretch on the other side. Hang out here for just a second. From here, I'm going to walk my hands back to center, and then see if you can stretch a little farther forward. With any left, you should be able to, even if it's just a wee bit. That little bit is what we're hoping for, to kind of work on that flexibility and that coordination. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, slowly start to stack that spine up, one vertebrae at a time. From here, you can bring the legs back together and lay down on your back. Perfect. From here, we're just going to do some nice pelvic tilts. So bringing the hips from neutral into imprint and back to neutral. We do this a lot in our classes before we start bridging or sometimes footwork, just to make sure that our lumbar spine is nice and warmed up and we're feeling that nice activation. Here, I'll turn a little bit to the angle so you can see better. Of just rock and roll those hips. Perfect. Give me two more. Imprint to neutral, imprint to neutral. Go ahead and stay in that neutral. Shoulders are down and back, feet firmly planted. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, bridge all the way up and then down. And again, you can articulate or hinge, whatever feels best for you and your body. For me, articulation really hurts my low back, so I just do hinging. And if you are the opposite, do the opposite. Just listen to your body and do what feels good for you. Perfect. We're going to do two more, just because we've all bridged before. We know how this works, before we add on. So after my second one, I'm going to bridge up, send the right leg to the sky, set it back down, and bridge down. And now let's alternate. Bridge up, lift that left leg up, set it down, and bridge down. Perfect. Let's try it again. Bridge up. Right leg up, and then set the leg down, come on down, bridge up, left leg up, set it down, and come down. Perfect. Now that we have that down, bridge up, send the right leg up, give me two leg circles, and then set the leg down, and come on down. Bridge up, left leg up, two leg circles, bend the knee, and come on down. And then we'll just keep alternating. A bridge, two circles with one leg, come on down, bridge up, the opposite leg for two circles, set the leg down, come on down. Give me one more on either side. So circle, circle, set down, come up, leg up, circle, circle, set the leg down, come down. If you need to, you can rock those knees side to side, whatever feels good for you and your body. Beautiful. Now, bringing those legs back to my neutral, hips neutral, I'm going to bridge up, bring the right leg up to tabletop, and give me two toe taps. So I'm not bending that knee, and then I can set the right foot down and bridge down. So bridge up, right or left leg to tabletop, and lower the entire leg down and up twice, and then set the leg down and come on down. Perfect. If you'd like this to be a little more tricky, start with the leg in tabletop, do your 2 toe taps, and then keep the leg in tabletop as you come down. So again, it's just going to add a little bit more of that balance, a little bit more of that coordination, makes it a little harder for your day. And if you try it and think, oh, I didn't like that at all, go ahead and bridge up, then bring that leg to tabletop for your toe taps. Beautiful. And then of course, you can set the leg down and come on down. So whatever feels best for you and your body. Don't worry, this will be our last one. Set it down, come on down, bring those knees to your chest, take it side to side if you need to. If not, don't worry about it. And then from here, I'm going to a nice gentle bend in the knees, but my feet are quite far away. From here, arms stick straight up to the sky, tuck our chin, inhale and exhale. We're just going to teaser prep up. So just half a teaser and then come on down. Keeping that spine in neutral as we come up and down. If we still struggle with teasers, here's a helpful hint. As you come up, grab the back of your thighs with your hands and use the upper body to help you come up. And then use that upper body to lower you down until you have to let go and then sink all the way down. That's just going to give you that extra little bit of help to come up and then come back down. Perfect. If you don't need it, of course, don't worry about it. You don't have to do it. So give me 2 more and then we'll add on. As we tend to do, we just add on forever until we get to the good stuff. So after my last one, I'm up, come on down. Perfect. Now the next time I come up, I'm going to bring one leg with me. So as I come up, one leg's going to come up, and as I come down, I'm going to set that leg down. You can still come up and alternate the legs and grab the hands if you need that extra help. So you can still use the arms and the legs to help you get up and down if you'd like. And if you don't need it, you don't need it. That's fine. Little rock stars. Perfect. So give me one more on the right and one more on the left, and then we'll just go into a full-blown teaser. So last one. Come on down. If you need to really quick, rock it out, shake it out. And then now let's do a full teaser. So inhale, exhale, teasering up. Knees can be bent or legs straight, and then teaser down. And if you think, oh, I am not ready for a full-blown teaser on like Saturday morning, then that's fine. You don't have to. You can go back to the every other leg or keeping both legs on the ground and doing the teaser prep. That's a-okay. Whatever feels good for you. So teaser up and down. Let's just do 2 more. So teaser up and down. Teaser up. Last one and down. Perfect. From here, I'm going to roll over into this really kind of deep squat position. So from the side, I'm in a deep squat. My heels are touching the ground. My body weight is in my heels, but my booty is quite close to the floor. I'm going to put my hands in front of my shoulders and in front of my knees on the floor. And as I exhale, push through those heels up into kind of this forward fold and then bend the knees back down. It's not the most graceful thing we've ever done, and we feel kind of like a frog. So we're just trying to stretch and warm up those legs. Press and lift, and then come down. 2 more. Press and lift, and then come down. Last one. Press and lift, and then come down. From here, make sure there's some room behind you, because now when I press and lift, I'm going to lunge backwards and bring my awareness to this front leg. The front leg should be bent to start off with. And as you exhale, try to press and stretch that leg straight. So I'm just sinking into a lunge and then pressing and straightening both legs. See if I can move this pesky arm out of the way so you can see what that looks like. Just lowering and lifting. Again, just kind of warming up and priming those leg muscles a little bit. Give me 2 more. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Perfect. From here, come back in my little deep squat position, and we're gonna swap legs. Now the opposite leg is back. I'm in my nice little lunge position, and press to straighten both legs and down. So press and straighten both legs and coming on down. Just warming up those muscles, getting the body used to its day. Come up and down. Excellent. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. 2 more. All the way up and down. All the way up and down. Perfect. From here, just come all the way up into standing, however you want to do that, and find your props. So you can use a band, you can use hand weights, or nothing at all. So I'm going to be partially handless instructor for a bit. My hands are going to start at my sides, and just to warm up, just give me some nice squats. So we've all squatted before. I'm sinking down into those heels. My shoulders are down and back, my core is on, and I'm really focusing on using the muscles of my legs. And if for any reason you have discomfort in the knees, go down to just before discomfort and back up. I know some of us, myself included, have old knee injuries that sometimes get grumpy. So you don't have to go all the way down just before you feel discomfort. 3 more. Down and up, down and up. Down and up. Beautiful. Now let's add those arms in. As I squat down, lift the arms to shoulder height and back up. So squat and lift and back up. If you don't have weights and you're using the band, just do that with the band for now. And if you're just using your arms and no bands or weights, just go ahead and do it with just the hands. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Perfect. Now the next time I come down to my squat, my arms are forward, hold, and pull the arms wide if you have a band or weights. Bring the arms back in front and stand up. So squat, pull those arms wide, back to center and up. Beautiful. Doesn't matter if you have a band or the hand weights, it's the same thing. Down, arms wide, back to center and up. We'll just do 2 more. Down, wide, back, and up. After my last one, we'll take a little break because hopefully your legs are talking to you. Shake it out. Perfect. So now let's add some rotation to that. So I'm going to squat, lift the arms, open wide, rotate left, back to center, arms in front, stand up. Squat down, arms wide, rotate right, back to center, arms in front, and stand up. So we're holding that squat for a little longer as I go through this motion. And if you were in class earlier today with me, your legs are probably really feeling it because we did quite a long bar segment in the 9 o'clock class. So those people, you're welcome. We're just going to do all the legs today. 2 more. Down, open, rotate, back to center, and up. Down, open, rotate, back to center, and up. Beautiful. If you need to shake it out, I'm going to move forward a little bit so I can have room behind me. So extra headless instructor. Arms are again back at my side. And I'm just going to do a nice reverse lunge. And let's just alternate one and then the other. Forgetting about the band, forgetting about the hand weights for now. Perfect. And I just go down and up and down and up. Perfect. Now that I figured this out, as I reverse lunge down and back, arms overhead. See if you can do that. There we go. And then as I step up, arms back to my hips. Perfect. Arms overhead. Excellent. Now that we figured this out, let's add on. So when I lunge down and back, arms are overhead. I'm going to pull that right arm down as I crunch to the right, come back up, stand up, set the arms down. Lunge back, arms overhead, crunch and lower to the left, back up, and stand up. Beautiful. And again, now we're feeling those obliques. Because as I come down and over, I'm going straight over into those obliques. Beautiful. Let's do one more on the right and then one more on the left. Excellent. Down and up and stand. Perfect. Now when I squat back, go ahead and see if you can pull the arms back and up. So just a little nice chest expansion as we go back and forward. Beautiful. Now, for those of you who want something else out of your day, pulse the arms as you're back there. Reverse lunge, pull the arms back, 2 pulses and stand. Reverse lunge, pull the arms back, 2 pulses and stand. If that's not enough, while you're pulsing the arms, pulse the legs. Yeah, so just get everything involved. Lunge, pulse, pulse of arms and legs. Excellent. One more on the right, one more on the left, and then we'll move on. From here, set those hand weights down. I'm going to step back so you can see me. And I'm going to put my hands behind my ears, feet pointed forward as I stand up tall, and just alternate rounding forward and bringing opposite knee to opposite elbow. So again, trying to get deeper in that core as I come forward and back up. Beautiful. And we'll just do 4 more of these. Keep this short and sweet. So this is 2. This is 1. Now keeping the arms out to the side, externally rotate the feet. So parallel, externally rotate. Hopefully you can see that difference on camera. Now try to bring same side together. So same elbow, same knee, going straight over to get those obliques. Trying to kiss lower ribs to top of the hip. Just sideways over. We're not rotating, just straight sideways over. And hopefully you can feel those obliques talking to you. 4 more. So this is 3 and 2 and 1. From here, I'm going to roll forward like I'm rolling over an imaginary beach ball and walk myself out to a downward dog. From here, hopefully my heels are touching. If not, I'm going to bend those heels, give myself some prances so I can touch one heel to the floor and stretch out the back of that leg and that calf. If you want, you can lift and lower both heels. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Perfect. From here, straighten the legs, press yourself forward to a plank. We're just going to hang out here for a count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower yourself all the way down. So now we're in a prone position on our tummy. Keep your hands where they're at, under your shoulders, by your chest. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Press back up to your plank. We're going to hang out here for a count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 lower down. We're in a prone position. We're going to do 2 more of these. Alas. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, press up into your plank. Hang out here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 lower down. Little mini break. Just think, last one, and then we'll move on. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, press up to our plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, lower, lower down. Into a prone position on our stomach. Now, as always, hips are in neutral, core is engaged, pulling that belly button up to my spine. And I'm just going to start off with some nice space. So I keep my elbows bent, nose onto the floor, hands nice and wide as my shoulders. I'm going to inhale, exhale, sphinx up just as high as I can without any discomfort in that low back. Take another deep inhale and exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, exhale up, or if you prefer to inhale up, go for it. Whatever feels good. Just making sure I pause at the top and then come all the way back down. Beautiful. So now when I sphinx up, 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 I pause, enjoy the sensation. But now as I lower down, lift those legs up. And then as I sphinx up, lower the legs. So it's kind of like a seesaw. As the upper body goes down, the feet come up. As the feet go down, the upper body comes up. If for any reason your body is like, what on earth is happening here? That's way too much coordination. That's fine. Sphinx up, come all the way down, then lift the legs, lower the legs, and then sphinx back up. We can break it down into that kind of 1-2 combo if that's what our body needs, and that's what feels better. Now for giggles, can you do this without your hands touching? So hover the hands as we seesaw up and down. And trying to go as slow as we can because we don't want gravity and momentum doing this for us. We want our body to do it. Perfect. 2 more. Up and down and up and down. Set everything down, shake it out. Find your neutral or imprint again. Make sure your core is on. Now I'm going to stretch my arms and my legs out in either direction. So my hands are going off camera, in front of me, feet behind. Inhale, exhale, lift arms and legs up. We're just going to hang out here for count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. Nice deep inhale, exhale all the way up. And again, hang out here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. Again, if your low back is bothering you, just don't go up as high. So again, we'll inhale, exhale, come up, maybe not as high, to protect that low back for 4, 3, 2, 1, come on down. Perfect. Now let's try just moving the legs in that kind of swimmer motion. So inhale, exhale, come up and just swimmer the legs. Swim, swim, swim. I know our arms kind of want to move too. We're so used to that. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Woo. Perfect. Now let's try just moving the arms. So inhale, exhale, come up, and just swimmer the arms. Might be a little easier to keep those legs still on this time. And again, we're just going to do this for 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Perfect. As you may have known, or guessed where we're going with this, let's combine everything together. Nice deep inhale, exhale up, and swimmer arms and legs. And again, lifting up as high as you can, whatever feels good for you and your back and your body. Shoulders are still down and back in their socket. And we'll just do 8 more. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Keep it nice and fast for you today. Shake it out, press it out. From here, I'm going to take my hands back under my shoulders, curl those toes under. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, press up to my plank, but then press yourself backwards into a child's pose. Just shake it out for a minute. Rock side to side. That feels good. From here though, in my child's pose, I'm going to curl those toes under, press into my toes, into my hands, and then pass through quadruped back to a plank. I'm just going to hang out here for 4. 4 is our magic number today, apparently. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees slowly down. Press yourself back to a child's pose. So basically go from child's pose to plank and back. From here, curl the toes under, press into the toes, into the hands, pass through quadruped, lift those knees up, and back to plank. And again, we'll just hang out here for 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees, press back into child's pose. Perfect. Now from here, we're going to come into a normal child's pose and just give me some cat-cows. Arch that spine up and lower it down. Arch it up and lower it down. If you need to, you can go side to side. If that downward dog is calling your name again, feel free to go back to that. Take this moment to do whatever feels good for you and your body. Perfect. Now from here, we're going to go into side plank down. So if you need to be on your forearms, that's okay, or your hands, that's okay too. So I'm going to curl my toes under, nice deep inhale, exhale, knee hover up, walk one foot back, then the other, and pick a side, any side, to go into a side plank. Now we're just going to hold this for 4. I guess we've arbitrarily decided 4 is our magic number today. So 4, 3, 2, 1, come back to my plank. Hold your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then rotate back to your side plank. Same side, please. So 4, 3, 2, 1, back to your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the side plank. I know, never-ending planks. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to your plank. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come on down. And again, stretch it out however it feels good for you. If those wrists were getting a little grumpy, shake them out. You need that child's pose, more cat-cows, whatever feels good. Those are beautiful. Those are so beautiful. We're totally adding on to that. So hooray for us being rock stars. You can just hear the groans through the muted Zoom, so that's okay. We're going to go to that same side again. So I'm back at my quadruped, curl the toes under, knee hover, walk back to my plank, come into that side plank, and then give me some rainbows with that top leg. So my bottom leg is now load bearing, and the top foot is making little rainbows front to back. And let's do 2 more. So 2, 2, 1, 1. Come back to my plank and down. And again, just shake it out. Shake, 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 whatever feels good. How about this? Because you guys are so awesome, that'll be the last side plank on that side. Hooray. So now when we do our planks, we're going to do them on the opposite side. Again, forearms if you need to, or hands. So shake it out. Come back to your quadruped. Curl those toes under. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, knee hover up. Walk into your plank. Hold your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate into your side plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to your side plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate to the side plank. I know, aren't these great? They're just never ending. 2, 1. Back to your plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. All the way up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come on down. Woo! Wasn't that fun? Yay! At least fun for me. So take it out and do what you need to do. Just think, one last plank, and we're going to rainbow that top foot. So, almost done. Hands in sight. All right. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, come back to your quadruped. Hands and knees, curl the toes under. Nice deep inhale, and exhale, plank on out. Roll into that side plank, and again, rainbow with the top foot. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. And just like before, we'll just do 2 more. So 2, 2, 1, 1. Come back to my plank and come on down. Shake, shake, shaky. Whatever's feeling discomfort. If you're on your forearms, those shoulders might be a little grumpy. If you're on your hands, shake those wrists out. We did it. You guys are rock stars. Yay. Perfect. So now, before we move on, I want you to refine your hand weights if you want them. If not, completely disregard what I just said. So I'm going to lay on my back again. I'll try to be where you guys can see me and hear me well. Arms by the side, feet flat. We're going to do bridging part 2. So hips neutral, nice deep inhale. Exhale, bridge up and then down. Again, hinge, articulate, whatever feels good for you in your body. So this is going to be more emphasis on the upper body than the lower body. So we'll keep this nice and simple. And I need to back a little bit. There we go. So I'm just coming up and down. But again, we've done this we know how to bridge. So the next time I come up, lift those arms up shoulder height and then back down. If you need that break in between, when the booty hits the ground, have your arms hit the ground. If you'd like the arms to work a little harder, make sure that they're always hovering off the ground, whether you have the band, the weights, or nothing. 2 more, all the way up and down, all the way up and down. Perfect. The next time I bridge up, pause, open those arms as wide as you can, keeping them straight. Come back up to above the shoulders and then down. So if you have that band, you're pulling the band apart and gently bringing it back together. And if you have hand weights, you're just opening those arms wide to opposite walls, back up to parallel, and then down. So up, wide, back, and down. If for any reason this bothers your elbows, you can keep a gentle bend in the elbows, so it looks kind of more like a tree hug than a straight arm lat press, or pardon me, pec press. The next time my arms are open, pause and give me 2 pulses. Pulse, pulse, and then bring the arms all the way up and come down. So all the way up, open those arms wide, pulse, pulse, back up and down. Perfect. 2 more and we'll take a break. Up, open, pulse, pulse, back up and down. Last one. Up, open, pulse, pulse, back up and down. Perfect. If your low back is giving you a little bit of grief, you can rock the knees side to side, rock those shoulders out. If your neck is feeling any tension, go ahead and rock the neck side to side, just trying to relax any muscles that might be grumpy as we go side to side, because we're not done yet. Hooray, for better or worse, we're not done yet. Now, I want you to bring the legs together. We're going to adduct the legs, which is a fancy way of saying that they're touching. Knees touching thighs, touching calves, touching heels, touching all that jazz. And imagine you have little magnets keeping everything together. From here, forget about the arms for a second and just practice bridging up and down. Because sometimes when we come up, the knees want to fall wide, or as we're coming down, the knees want to fall wide. So just make sure everything's touching. And unfortunately, at this angle on the camera, I can't really see that well. So we're going to go on the honor system. So that's what's happening. Perfect. So now that we figured this out, everything squeezed together the entire way up and the entire way down, now we've got the arms back in. So as I bridge up, send those arms all the way overhead and then all the way down. All the way up overhead and all the way down. Perfect. So just bridging up, squeezing the legs together and squeezing the legs together as we come down. And the arms are just lifting and lowering. Shoulders are still down and back in the socket. Now for this next one, when I bridge up, arms overhead, now open those arms down to shoulder height to it like a T-wing. Bring them back up overhead and then come down. So bridging up, opening those arms wide to a T, back overhead and down. We'll just do 2 more of those. All the way up, open wide, back overhead and down. Last one. All the way up, back overhead, or pardon me, wide, back overhead and down. From here, you can set those hand weights off to the side. And if you need to, rock those knees side to side, whatever feels good. And then I'm going to bring my knees in, because sometimes our hip flexors get grumpy. So when your knees are in, your hands can grab the top of the knees and rock side to side, just kind of massaging that spine a little bit. If you need to, you can lift the head up like you're trying to touch your nose to your knees again to deepen that thoracic kind of upper lumbar massage. And then let's go into a happy baby. Now there's no wrong way to do this, as long as you're not in pain. So most of the time I see people do something like one of these where my feet are touching, my hands are on the feet, knees wide, you're gently rocking side to side. You can have one hand per foot and just really get into character and move those feet around. You can also position the bottoms of the feet to the sky and pull those knees gently down towards our armpits, or you can stretch those legs And the legs can go wide or narrow, or you can prance a little bit, whatever feels good. There's really no wrong way to do this. It's just kind of taking a moment to stretch out whatever might be feeling tight in your body, especially in those legs, as we just kind of move through the rest of our day. Perfect. So again, just take this moment to stretch it out, whatever feels good. Excellent. Now from here, go ahead and bring those legs down. Reposition myself again. And I'm just going to start by bringing one leg to tabletop. Nice and easy. Once this leg's in tabletop, I'm going to press it long to the center of the room and back to tabletop. If you're one of those people that have no idea what tabletop feels like, you can take the bottom of your palm, place it on top of your hip bone, and that way you kind of create a little bumper for your leg to bump into, to let you know where tabletop is. That way your knee's not coming all the way in as it goes all the way out. Perfect. Just give me 2 more. So 1, and then 2. Perfect. And then set that leg down so we can practice on the other side. So left leg up, press it once, pull it back in. Hopefully, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That way, we have this base move down. So when we start adding on to it, it feels easier and it feels more intuitive. So as I press all the way out and back in, all the way out and back in, beautiful. And again, if you need that little bumper car with the hand of putting the bottom of the palm on the top of your hip bone, that way your thigh can bounce into your hand, that's fine too. So give me 2 more. So this is 2, and then this is 1. Set that foot down, shake it out. Now we're going to get the upper abs involved. So arms long, bring the right leg to tabletop, but forget about it for a second as I just chest lift up and down. So just chest lifting up with the right leg in tabletop. And we're like, oh, okay, this is easy. You know, we've done this a time or 2 in our day. So let's add on. So now as I chest lift up, extend that leg long. And as I chest lift down, pull it back to tabletop. So chest lift, extend, come down to tabletop. Chest lift, extend, come down to tabletop. 2 more. Chest lift, extend, down to tabletop. Last one, chest lift, extend, down to tabletop, and let's switch legs. So now the right leg takes a break, the left leg comes up to tabletop. Again, forget about this leg just for a second so I can practice chest lifting up and down. Chest lifting up and down. 1 more. Chest lift up and down. Beautiful. Now when I chest lift up, extend that leg long, and as I come back down, bring the leg back to tabletop. So chest lift up and then down. Chest lifting up and down. Of course, keeping the neck as relaxed as possible. If you need to, hands can go behind head to protect your neck. And let's just do 2 more. Out and in and out and in and down. Again, shake it out. If you need to, stretch it out however it feels good, because we're going to add on as we do. Perfect. So now, shake it out. Hips back to neutral. Core is engaged. Shoulders down and back. I'm just going to bring my legs to tabletop, both of them. And if I can, extend both legs to the center of the room and back to tabletop. If this is too much for your low back, you can set one leg down and then do every other one. That's a-okay. You can leave one leg in tabletop while you alternate, or just don't send the legs out as far. Just do a little baby bend and extend. Again, I really want you to focus on protecting the back rather than trying to make it look really cool and then hurting the lumbar spine. So don't worry, this will get stronger and eventually you'll be able to do it. Give me 2 more, all the way out and in, all the way out and in. If you need to really quick, set the feet down, shake it out. Again, I know a lot of us have grumpy back problems. So from here, legs back up. Now we're gonna add the chest lift in. So as I chest lift up, extend those legs out. And as I come back down, the legs come in. Again, you can alternate coming up and extending one leg out and then the other. Or if you would like to put one leg down, chest lift up and extend that leg and then alternate, that's fine too. So just do whatever feels good for you and your body. So coming up and then down, coming up and then down. 2 more. All the way up and down, up and down, and hug those knees in, and just gently rock it side to side. Let's go ahead and rock our neck side to side as well, just in case there was any lingering tension there. Perfect. Just shake it out. Excellent. Now from here, I'm going to keep my hands on top of my knees. Using my core, I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, and then like exhale, roll like a ball up and set those feet flat on the ground. Perfect. From here, I'm going to come back into that deep, squatty kind of position that we were earlier. So heels are still on the ground. And ideally, my hands aren't on the ground. So I'm going to put all of the work in my legs. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale. As I exhale, stand all the way up. And then squat down and stand all the way up. And again, as always, if you have grumpy knees, here I'll scoot back so you can see me. Just going down to just before discomfort. Perfect. But now the next time I squat down, let's have fun. So squat, hold your squat, step the right leg out, step it in, and stand up. Squat, step, in, up. For those of you who want something a little more from your day, here's your progression. Step out, in, up. Down, out, in, up. If that's still too easy for you, I've gotcha. I want you to stay down, hold that squat, and go out and in. And try to go as fast as you can while maintaining good form in that deep squat. And if you try it and you think, oh, I didn't like that at all, go back to what the original instructions were. Just squat, out, in, up, squat, out, in, up. Perfect. Ooh, 2 more. So 1, and then 1. Stand up, shake it out, get those wiggle wobbles. From here, squat, pulse, pulse, and up. I know that was such a short break. What is up with that? Okay, we're almost done, I promise. The end is near. So squat, still at the heels, pulse, pulse, and up. If you need to, make sure you can wiggle your toes as you come down. So squat, pulse, pulse, and up. Squat, pulse, pulse, and up. 2 more. Squat, pulse, pulse, and up. Squat, pulse, pulse, and up. Beautiful. Now I'm going to ground my right leg into the floor and then kick myself in the booty with my left heel. Left hand grabs the top of that left foot and just give me a nice quad stretch. I'm trying to keep my left knee near my right so I can really feel the front of my quads. If you need to, you can lean over to deepen that stretch a bit if you have a wall handy. If not, if your balance is great, you can try it. Or if not, don't worry about it. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release that leg, and then go to the other side. So again, trying to keep the legs parallel to one another so I can really deepen the quad and the hip flexor stretch. Again, if you have a wall handy, you can lean over to the side and you can go a little deeper into those muscles. And if not, that's fine. Just take a nice deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly release that right leg. Stand somewhere where we can bring our arms up overhead. Nice deep inhale and exhale, just dive forward. Like I'm diving over an imaginary beach ball. And when I'm here, I'm going to put my hands behind my calves. And with my next exhale, very gently try to pull my chest flush onto my thighs. If your nose touches your knees, that's awesome. And if not, that's great too. And with every exhale, try to pull yourself a little farther forward. So exhale gently forward, exhale gently forward. One last inhale. Exhale, you can release those legs, let the arms hang heavy. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Give those arms a little shake. Shake shoulders And then walk your hands to the outside of your right foot. Getting that lovely stretch through the left side of your body. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Walk yourself over to the left. Again, stretching down through the right side of the body. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Another deep inhale, and exhale. Walk yourself back to center. Take those hips, prance the legs, whatever feels good for a nice last minute stretch of our body. And then as soon as you're ready, deep inhale and exhale, articulate up one vertebrae at a time, with our head being the final piece to come up. And then we did it.